Marie Moreau vs. Homelander, two supes from the same brutal world, yet defined by completely different powers, mindsets, and limits. On one side stands a rising young hero who can weaponize blood itself, turning the human body into her battlefield. On the other stands the most powerful and terrifying supe alive, a man who can burn cities with his eyes and crush anyone who dares to stand against him. Marie Moreau vs. Homelander, who is more powerful? This is not just a battle of strength. It is a clash between control and domination, precision and overwhelming force, evolution and absolute authority. One is still discovering her limits. The other believes he has none. But when these two finally collide, who truly wins? Let's break it down. The rising power of Marie Moreau. Marie Moreau is one of the most unique and dangerous young supes in her world. At first glance, her abilities might not seem as overwhelming as others. She does not fly, she does not shoot lasers, and she does not rely on brute strength. But what she lacks in raw power, she makes up for with something far more terrifying: control. Marie can manipulate blood. Not just her own, but the blood inside other people. This means she does not need to overpower her opponent physically. She can attack from within. She can create weapons out of her own blood, forming sharp projectiles, whips, or shields. She can increase pressure inside a body, causing internal damage without even making contact. And that is where her true danger lies. Her power bypasses durability. No matter how strong someone appears on the outside, their internal system remains vulnerable. As Marie grows stronger, her control becomes more precise and more lethal. She can sense blood, manipulate it at a distance, and potentially disrupt vital functions in seconds. With enough focus, even a small opening can become a fatal opportunity. But her strength is not just physical. Marie is still learning. Still evolving. Unlike many supes who rely purely on instinct or ego, Marie adapts. She analyzes. She improves. And that means her true potential is still rising. The unstoppable force of Homelander. Homelander is not just a supe. He is the supe. The most powerful being in his world, feared by everyone and challenged by almost no one. Homelander possesses overwhelming strength, allowing him to tear through humans and supes alike with ease. His durability makes him nearly invincible. Bullets, explosions, and even high-level attacks barely leave a mark. But what truly makes Homelander terrifying is his laser vision. With a single glance, he can cut through steel, level buildings, or instantly eliminate his enemies. Combined with his ability to fly at extreme speeds, Homelander can attack from anywhere, at any time, with devastating precision. There are very few who can survive sharing the same battlefield as him. But his power goes beyond physical abilities. Homelander dominates through fear. He does not just defeat opponents, he breaks them mentally. His unpredictability makes him even more dangerous. He does not follow rules, does not hold back, and does not hesitate. If Homelander decides to end a fight quickly, he usually does. In most situations, he is not just stronger than his opponents. He is unstoppable. How their powers interact. This is where the fight becomes truly interesting. Homelander's power is direct, explosive, and overwhelming. He relies on speed, strength, and destructive force to eliminate threats instantly. Marie, on the other hand, fights differently. She does not need to match his strength. She needs to bypass it. Homelander's greatest advantage, his durability, may not fully protect him from Marie's abilities. His skin may be nearly indestructible, but the blood inside his body remains a potential weakness. If Marie can control that blood, she could theoretically injure him from within. But there is a major problem. Speed. Homelander is incredibly fast, fast enough to react instantly, close distances in seconds, and eliminate threats before they can respond. Marie requires focus and control to use her powers effectively. If Homelander attacks first, she may not get the chance to fully activate her abilities. However, if Marie gets even a brief opening, the fight could shift instantly. Because unlike most opponents, she does not need to overpower Homelander. She only needs access. The final battle. Imagine the moment they finally face each other. Homelander hovers in the air, his eyes glowing red, already convinced of his victory. Marie stands below, focused and steady, knowing she cannot afford even a single mistake. There is no warning. Homelander attacks. He moves at blinding speed, unleashing his laser vision with lethal precision, aiming to end the fight instantly. Marie reacts at the last possible moment, forcing her blood into motion and forming a defensive barrier just strong enough to survive the initial blast. The ground shatters. The air burns. Homelander does not stop. He closes the distance in an instant, ready to crush her before she can recover. But this is where Marie's power fully activates. She reaches out. Not to his body, but to his blood. For a split second, something changes. Homelander feels it. A disruption. A pressure from within. Marie pushes harder, attempting to control the flow inside his body and destabilize him from the inside out. And for the first time, Homelander is not completely in control. But he is still Homelander. With raw force and explosive rage, he retaliates instantly, unleashing another devastating attack before Marie can fully take control. The battlefield erupts once again. And in a fight this fast, this brutal, 1 second is all it takes. Final result. Homelander is overwhelmingly powerful. His strength, speed, durability, and destructive capabilities make him nearly unbeatable in direct combat. Against most opponents, the fight would end before it even begins. Marie Moreau, however, possesses a rare and dangerous ability, one that can bypass traditional defenses and attack from within. In theory, she has the power to harm even someone like Homelander. But in reality, power alone is not enough. Experience, speed, and ruthless execution matter. Homelander does not hesitate. He does not hold back. And most importantly, he strikes first. Marie is still learning, still evolving, and still limited by the time and precision her abilities require. In a prolonged fight, she might find a way to turn the battle in her favor. But in most scenarios, she does not get that chance. Homelander's speed, aggression, and lethal intent give him the decisive edge. And in the ultimate battle between rising potential and absolute dominance, Homelander wins. Check out my other videos for more epic character crossovers and battles. Thanks for watching, and stay happy and healthy.